Our third annual 3 days of prayer is coming up, January 6, 7, and 8. And it's simply an invitation for our congregations to dedicate a few days to a time of prayer. Prayer is that great conversation that we're invited into by our Savior, the Lord of the church. And so the first day, day one, Tuesday, January 6th, is the day of confession. I don't know about you, but when I look at how Christians live in other parts of the world and recognize all that we have, the freedom that we have to worship, the buildings in which we gather, the Bibles, the resources, all the things that we have, it occurs to me that we have not done much with what we have. And so day one is a day of confession, where we get on our knees before a holy God and confess that we have sinned against Him, against one another, and against even the world in which we've been placed. It's a day of confession and simply coming before God with an attitude of humility and surrender, just asking Him to forgive us for that which we've done to His church. I don't believe the Church of Jesus Christ will ever rise up until we first get to our knees. Day one's a day of confession. Day two, January 7th, Wednesday, is a day of petition. There are a million concerns that we have about family and friends and relationships and our congregations and the world around us and 100 other issues and specific prayer concerns for people in your church. It's a day of petition where God invited us to bring every care and concern before Him. And so day two is a day of petition. Day three is a day for vision. This Thursday on January 8th, we ask God to show us what He has for us to do, because the church belongs to Jesus and not to us, not to any small group, not to those who give the most, not to a group of leaders. The church belongs to Jesus, and we simply come on this day, day three, to ask Him, Lord, what do You have for us? How can we be useful to You in Your kingdom? These 3 days of prayer are just one way to begin our year, at least toward the beginning of the year, before God, and hopefully it's not the only time you pray, and it's something that we hope will be part of every day of every life of every believer. But at least these 3 days here in our Association of Lutheran Congregations and Mission for Christ, we take just a little time out to spend 3 days in prayer. I hope you have a great 2015, and God bless you. Bye now.